Hey Ober Sports, Jacob Ober here. Welcome to my instant reactions video from the Packers versus Bears game today. The Packers got the victory today, 23-16, and there's a lot of good to take out of this, especially the fact that the Packers won. It's safe to say the Packers did escape this one with a victory. The Packers started off the game pretty good. They led 13-6 after three, and then Brett Hundley really came to play today. He really did, especially late in the game. That was the big takeaway from this game. Brett Hundley, late in the game, was able to make the throws that we needed him to make to win the game, and that was a big part of why the Packers won, especially that 3rd and 10 from our own 35-yard line, where he threw a 42-yard pass to Davante Adams right on the money for the conversion, which ultimately sealed the game, even though the Bears did get the ball back with a chance to tie. The defense was an unsung hero today. They weren't perfect, but they did enough for the Packers to win, and they got lucky a few times with Bears penalties that wiped out some big plays, and of course the screen pass in the second quarter to Benny Cunningham that ended up being a touchback after the Bears challenged it and got the wrong end of their challenge. They won their challenge, but it went against the Bears, the result of the play did. So that was ultimately the difference in the game. That was the play of the game, in my opinion. And it was the right call, but I mean, the Bears can blame the refs all they want, but it was their fault that they lost this game, really. But uh, we had some injuries on the running back front. Ty Montgomery went to the sideline with a rib injury and he went out, and Aaron Jones before that went out with a knee injury. He was carted to the locker room, and then in their place came in Jamal Williams, and Jamal Williams actually did pretty good. I can't remember his statistics, but he was also a big part of why the Packers won. Um, Overall, it was a sloppy game at times, but at other times the Packers looked pretty good. It was a win over a pretty downtrodden team, the Bears. Bears will not be competing this year. They have a rookie quarterback who actually looked pretty good, but I mean, anybody can really look good against this Packers secondary. But overall, I mean, the important thing is that the Packers won this game, and I mean, it's a win, right? Wasn't as pretty as we wanted it to be, but the only thing that mattered in this game is that we won, and it could be a huge confidence boost going forward for the Packers because really the Packers right now, they really needed a win. They just needed to win a game, and I think this might get the Packers going a little bit. Down the stretch, Brett Hundley looked really, really sharp. He made some really good throws, that 42-yarder to Adams, and then a series before that, he had the 18-yard touchdown pass to, I think it was 18 yards though, to Davante Adams for the touchdown that put us up 23-13. So he was a big reason why the Packers won as well. Brett Hundley finished 18-25 for 212 yards and a touchdown. Had a few passes that could have been picked off, but he was able to bounce back and throw the touchdown pass that ultimately won the game. And just a great performance by him in his 3rd NFL start. I expect him to only continue to grow as we keep going forward here. He's gotten better in every single game he's played. So the Packers will face the Ravens next week. So that'll be another game that the Packers could definitely win without Aaron Rodgers. And after that, we play the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. That's going to be a tough game to win. I mean, but the Steelers haven't looked as good as they are expected. They've had games where they looked really good, and they've had games where they lost to teams like the Bears. So after that, we've got the Buccaneers and then the Browns. So I mean, the next 3 out of 4 games are very winnable for the Packers, especially if they play as well as they did today. Even if at times they looked pretty inexperienced, they've got 3 winnable games up, and I mean, 4 wins without Aaron Rodgers. That's pretty good for the Packers, and I mean, if we can get him back by week 15, the Packers are going to have a real shot at making the playoffs, I think. So a lot of optimism in Green Bay following this win. Wasn't the prettiest, wasn't the most majestic win, wasn't the best win, the most complete win, but it was a win, so that's all that matters. Well, anyways, that's all I really have to say in this video. I mean, I really think that the Packers are going to be able to make some noise here. I really do. I know we beat a really downtrodden team, but I mean, all it takes is that one win to get your confidence up, and we've seen it before. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you have any other differing opinions or want to add something to the conversation, make sure to leave a comment below. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.